cloud. Is it because economical solution, scalable resources, on-demand resources to increase the performance more and more? But my companies insist to nothing on-site to own, lower cost for IT, everything is handled, automated backups, and access from anywhere, anytime, any device. So CEO, public cloud, private cloud or hybrid cloud? Public is basically the internet. Service providers use the internet to make resources such as application and storage and available to the general public. While private cloud, the data center architectures owned by a single company that provide flexibility, scalability, provisioning, automation, and monitoring. Whereby hybrid cloud is a combination of public and private cloud. Companies can maintain control of an internally managed private cloud while relying on the public cloud as needed. Let's get started. Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Roshidayu binti Awangteh. Today, I will share with you guys about how to provision a server in Microsoft Azure platform. This demo will utilize Microsoft Azure component. If you are familiar with visualization like VMware or Hyper-V or any other visualization platform, it will very easy session to understand and to follow, because essentially what we are doing here is creating virtual machine based on visualization platform. Today, we are not going to install the network storage ourselves. The goal of the session is to create a virtual machine and ensure that it is up and running. Let's get started. First of all, we need to go to Azure portal. Click on Microsoft Azure portal. Those who has Microsoft account can click on to sign in button. It will take some time. From here we can see the account already there, and we only require to put in our password. After that, can click the sign in button. It will take us some time to go to the new Azure portal. Recently, Microsoft has launched new Azure portal whereby it enhances new features and more user-friendly. Here it is, the new Azure portal dashboard. From the dashboard, we can see many components on the left-hand side. Click New on the top. It will direct us to compute a new virtual machine. Click on the Compute. From here, we can choose the operating system. For this demo, we will choose Windows Server 2012 R2 Data Center. Use the default deployment model, which is Resource Manager, and click on the Create. As we can see, there are 4 steps required to accomplish the VM setup. The first one is Basic. Basic is to configure the basic setting of the VM. Here we can set up the name of the virtual machine. For example, IT Infra Test. And they will also have this type. We leave it as SSD type disk. And then username. And then the password. This account we will use when we want to remote desktop in the future. The password setting must have 12 characters. And it must be complex and combination of the character. For the resource group, I just use the existing. then as we can see the location, I leave it as a default and then click on OK. There is mismatch on the name of the virtual machine. It shouldn't be an underscore at the name of the virtual machine. We configure it again as IT Infra and then we click on OK. For the step number 2 is to choose the virtual machine size. Here we can see a different package of offer based on CPU, disk size as well as the pricing. Different spec has different capabilities. The price based on USD per month. For this demo, I have choose the cheapest and we can click to select button. Steps number 3 is setting for storage, network, extensions, high availability and monitoring. For this configuration, we can leave it as default since this demo purposely to show the VM basic curation only. And we can click on OK button. The last step is summary of the virtual machine curation. From here, we can verify the configuration we made just now. If everything is in place, we can click on OK. While waiting for the VM deployment, I would like to share the functions of the Azure dashboard. Other than to configure like networking, backups, high availability, traffic manager, and etc., we will also be able to monitor the resource usage of the VM. From here, we will know the VM utilization, whether underutilization or overutilization. The deployment is still in the progress. As we can see here, the deployment is successful now, and now we are able to use the VM supposedly. As you can see from the dashboard, the CPU percentage for the VM is about 5.34%. It's very low. Let's check our VM in the resources list. Click on the all resources, the VM IT Infra. It should be listed here. As you can see, the IT Infra, it is running. Click on it. It will show the properties of the IT Infra. About the resource group, the status, the location, and etc. Now, we want to test the connection and to access the IT Infra server via RDP connection. Click on the connect. It will download us the RDP connection. Click on it, connect, and it will show the login page to the server. Please put in the password that we are configuring just now. Click OK and click Yes. Now we are accessing the IT Infra virtual machine. The server is running with Windows Server 2012. For the network, we can just click on No. On the Server Manager dashboard is a place to configure the local server. but we can configure it later. Just click on cross. From here, we can verify our hostname of the server by going to the command prompt, and then we can type hostname. From here, we can see the server name is IT Infra. This is our virtual machine that we created just now. Let's going back to the Azure portal. From monitoring, we can see CPU, disk, and network usage. There are many functions to ensure healthiness of the server. The functions are able to help server admin to daily monitoring the server. I will share about the advanced VM setup and monitoring in the next video. Thank you. I hope everyone can get benefit from this sharing. See you again. Do you want to streamline your business and drive sales to the roof? So, you need the data center, power, cooling, servers, and storage. So, when there is a problem, how you gonna fix this? How computing is better way to run the business? The shared data center just plugging like utility. It's fast to get started and cost less. For example, Gmail and Microsoft. Do you need physical server and storage? Do you need technical team? Do you have to do upgrade? Moreover, you can have various of apps like CRM, HR, accounting, and you can customize it. But how? Yes, you can set the business online or offline according to your need. Cost less because you no need to pay for the people, product, facilities to run it. Moreover, it's scalable, more secure, and more reliable. Because why? It built with multi-tenancy architecture, like giant office building. Everyone share the infrastructure and services. And yes, they can scale up to 100,000 of users. Additionally, the cloud computing can taking care upgrade for you automatically. Finally, the good part, cloud will bring you to this. You don't buy anything at all. Able to predict monthly subscription. So, you only pay what you use and have valuable IT resources. After all, your boss will love it.